جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا اجعل لنا كل صعب سهلا آمين يا رب العالمين. باب قضاء حوائج المسلمين. Still continue with كتاب رياض الصالحين للإمام النووي رحمه الله تعالى. Chapter that talks about the fulfillment of the needs of the Muslims. If Muslims have any need, any problem that seeks for your help, my help, anybody's help, and a help in Islam is not necessarily financial. A help could be in terms of advice, it could be in terms of assistance that could, maybe you just need to appoint or need to direct somebody to somebody else where he or she could receive that kind of help. A help could be maybe your voice, it could be in any kind of form or shape. So the Prophet ﷺ emphasized us and encouraged us to become helpful people to our fellow Muslims. It is against our Islam to see a Muslim brother or a Muslim sister who is in need of something, and then you just stand beside and look at her and just laugh at her, or mocking at her or mocking at him, and instead of helping, we just sometimes stand beside and start blaming and condemning people and criticizing people. No, our beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam says we need to step forward, we need to become the source of help and the source of assistance to our fellow Muslim brothers and sisters. Allah Azza wa Jal reminds us in Surah Al-Hajj, بعد أن أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وافعلوا الخير لعلكم تفلحون, and do the good that you may be successful. So every seed that we plant here, it is our strong conviction, our strong aqidah that we will reap the fruits of it. So no matter how minute, مهما كانت المساعدة مهما كان الخير, no matter how tiny that khair it's going to be, but it is rewarded on the day of judgment. وعن ابن عمر رضي الله عنهما أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال المسلم أخو المسلم لا يظلمه ولا يسلمه. This is a general principle, and I wish we Muslims of this century would have understood this, just this phrase, this part of the hadith. Hadith is quite long. The Prophet ﷺ is teaching us social ethics. How should we treat one another? Al-Muslimu akhul Muslim. Always a Muslim should regard a fellow Muslim as a brother or a sister to his fellow Muslim. La yadlimuhu, in his characteristics. If you want to know this is a good Muslim, look at him in this. One among the criteria that you can look whether this Muslim is good or bad, look at this point. La yadlimuhu wa la yuslimu. He neither wrongs him, he neither transgresses him, he neither takes advantage of him. Due to, we know sometimes you're new to the country, and I've been here for 20 years, for 30 years, 15 years. So you come with your problems, and I want to take advantage of that because I know you're a newcomer, you're new to the country. So I know the prices of this place, all right? You're looking for a room to rent. And I know the prices of the rents around here because I've been in the neighborhoods for some time, for quite long. So, la yadlimu. So if the price is 400, I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to take you somewhere nice, we're going to have to pay 700. Alright, so the 300 pound is going to go to my pocket. And to some Muslim, to some people, they regard that as smartness. I'm smart, I made just 300 quid just like that. Akhi, you're not smart, you're a zalim. That's what it is, that's what you are. You've transgressed a fellow Muslim brother who is desperate in need of a shelter. And you did not regard him as your true brother, because a true brother, la yadlimu, the Prophet ﷺ says. He himself, he does not transgress a fellow Muslim brother, or he does not become a reason towards that kind of exploitation or transgression, whether it's a financial or a physical or any sort of psychological kind of transgression. And look at the hadith, says, وَلَا يُسْلِمُ. Nor he does hand him over to the one who is going to do anything wrong to him. See? So hadith is clear cut. Even if you can't help your fellow Muslim brother, we can cite so many case studies here. Wallahi, as Muslims, sometimes there are so many occasions that we think we cannot help the situation. But do you know what? The people who fight for the good cause, what we do, instead of helping them, sometimes we have the means, but what we do, we criticize them, we blackmail them, and we start spreading rumors about them. Look at what's happening to the people who are defending Masjid al-Aqsa. I'm going to give you a current example. The people who are trying to defend Masjid al-Aqsa, the rest of the Ummah, what do? They brand them as what? As terrorists, as the bad guys, as militants, as militias. Akhi, you cannot defend a good cause. Someone is there, he's sacrificing himself, he's sacrificing his family, he's sacrificing everything. Your help is just one thing. At least support him. Or if you can't, just be quiet, akhi. Why are you actually branding him, calling him a terrorist, because you are helping the narrative of the enemies. And this is the problem. And that's why later on, when everything goes bad, they say, oh, but you know what? They were fighting in the name of the Shia, and they were fighting in the name of the Sunni. It was Hezbollah to be blamed. Where were you? You're not a Hezbollah, yeah? You're not a Shi'i. Where were you? Your help was only to criticize people. You forgot that these were the Muslim brothers. This is just one example, but there are so many examples we can do this. So a very small piece of hadith, wallah, it has deep meaning in it. يا ريت لو تعلمنا يعني أحاديث الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم وفهمناها أحاديث فهما يعني جليا، يعني هذه الأمة لكانت خير أمة كما سمانا الله سبحانه وكنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس. نحن سمينا خير أمة لكن أصبحنا أقبح أمة. هذه هي المشكلة. The problem is we have just adopted the nominal Islam that I inherited from my mom and dad and my grandmom, but the ethical Islam from the Aqwal of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we neglected that. لا يظلمه ولا يسلمه. This is anywhere. We do not become the source of dhulm, or we do not surrender our Muslim brothers and sisters to other people that are going to wrong them. من كان في حاجة أخيه كان الله في حاجته. Do we believe in these words? The Prophet's clear cut here says, the Prophet ﷺ says here, if anyone fulfill his brother's needs, Allah will fulfill his needs. Do we believe in this? حاجة, أي حاجة. طبعا it has to be a good cause. It has to be something good. Somebody wants to start, reading Quran. He doesn't know. He didn't get access. Somebody wants to join a course. Somebody's looking for a job. How many people are looking for jobs, brothers? And sometimes we know these opportunities are there somewhere. You find a Muslim brother would rather advertise that job or give a link to somebody else who is not Muslim. Akhi, help your brother first. من كان في حاجة أخيه كان الله في حاجته ومن فرج عن مسلم كربة فرج الله عنه بها كربة من كرب يوم القيامة. Subhanallah. And Allah will fulfill his, and the Prophet says, if one relieves a Muslim of his troubles, Allah will relieve his troubles on the Day of Judgment. Who does not have troubles on the Day of Judgment? We don't know our mizan. We have so many problems. Our hasanat, we don't even know whether they are accepted or not. But something that is going to help me and you is to become a platform of assistance. Sometimes people, they just want your presence. They just want your speech. They just want your affiliation of that kind of group. That's it. That's all they want. And if they see so-and-so is there, so-and-so attended that gathering, that gathering will get what? It will get power. It will get the strength. So you have actually played a positive role there. وَمَنْ سَتَرَ مُسْلِمًا سَتَرَهُ اللَّهُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. And this is called a sitr. And if anyone covers, and everyone covers up a Muslim, Allah will cover him his sins on the Day of Judgment. Sitr. We're talking about sitr. Sitr could be in a wider perspective. So just one hadith, it actually, teaches us a lot of ethics in our society. In the commentary, this hadith tells us that if we should fulfill the needs of our fellow Muslims for the pledge of Allah Azza wa Jal, regardless of any vested interest or worldly motive. It shouldn't be because I want to become famous. It shouldn't be because, if I do this in return, I will get something else. This is the problem. We want to help people because we know in return we will be, elected, or we will be promoted, or we will be... No. We do this for the pleasure of Allah. We do this wholeheartedly, that on the Day of Judgment, Allah will help us in return. It is a very good approach. The needs of people who adopt this attitude in this life are fulfilled by Allah. And the reward they get for it in the hereafter will be greater than that to be given in this world. So a Muslim is always seeking for, a better rewards. And the better rewards are not here. Sometimes we don't see the rewards of what we do in here. Something minor. Why should I keep on giving and helping and assisting people? We won't see the rewards of this here, but we believe as Muslims, there will be a better life. That life will have no end. That's what we believe. We believe that will be a permanent life. That's a permanent destination. So we want the rewards over there, not here. Find a Muslim says, well, I've been doing this, I've been helping these guys, but what do I get in return? They're useless. No. You don't want their return here. You want the return on the Day of Judgment. The second hadith, عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال. We finish with this one shortly. من نفس عن مؤمن كربة من كرب الدنيا نفس الله عنه كربة من كرب يوم القيامة. The same topic. Our beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he who removes from a believer one of his difficulties, kurba, it could be any difficulty of this world, Allah will remove one of his trouble on the Day of Judgment. We have so many troubles, and we will come with so many troubles. The Prophet ﷺ is teaching us to become the people of help. خَيْرُ النَّاسِ أَنْفَعُهُمْ لِلنَّاسِ. The best person is the one who is beneficial to people. This selfish ideology of me, myself and I'm the one who went to work 12 hours shift, I work so hard, how can I actually then take my money and help him? No. This selfish attitude should really be stopped in our Muslim communities. I wish we had been reading these books in our homes and nurture our children, with the nurturing of the